the wide tread of civilization will wipe out humanity from the earth, how it's done without even resorting to wars. The residents of not only cities but also towns and villages are accustomed to modern living conditions. Probably there is no corner of the earth anywhere where there would not be wireless electromagnetic communication towers. At first, people still somehow resented their installation near houses, correctly believing that the radiation coming from them would affect the health. But the virtual danger developing into a change in the real biological parameters of the human body gradually become dull, and we got used to all kinds of antennas and boxes towering above our heads, emitting EMW of different frequencies. People get used to everything, especially when the conditions of their life become comfortable. So is the case with radiation devices and that provide a connection to the internet. Saving our time and effort is nowadays one of the top priorities, but nature does not get used to it, and exposure to high frequencies leads to the extinction of all living things. They say that death will find a reason, quote unquote. Only now this reason has been artificially created by the person himself, who has set himself the task of living in the most convenient and comfortable environment, and at the same time having a certain benefit. And here we're talking about interested structures in power that serve the communication system in society. It's one of the most profitable, therefore it is used in full. The higher the signal transmission speed, the greater the jackpot you can get from it, and that's what they're trying. At the same time, the impact on human health of high-frequency radiation is not taken into account. Only people themselves can reduce the danger of such radiation, moreover in a legal way, through the courts, although it is probably very difficult to do this. The windows of apartments located at the level of the antennas of these transmitters are constantly in the zone of irradiation of microwave electromagnetic guns. Window glass only partially shields the radiation flux. Any shielding is protected only from the thermal energy component of the EMF. If the radiation level is low, less than 1 MW per square centimeter, a non-thermal informational vortex effect on the body occurs, and the mechanisms of this effect have not yet been fully studied. People are not fully aware of how harmful this type of radiation is to health, but its negative impact on the body can already be predicted. It's known that the non-thermal component of the EMF has the energy of movement of molecules in cells much lower than the thermal one. It is not recorded by known measuring instruments. There are no sanitary rules and norms for it. Its range of influence is thin physical fields, exposure over 300 gigahertz. Harmfulness to health is currently not fully realized. There are no means of protection, but such radiation has an extremely negative effect on the human body. As a result of the constant and uncontrolled increase in the number of artificial sources of non-ionized radiation, the electromagnetic background changes radically. Naturally, this cannot do without consequences for all of us. The very nature of the earth warns people about the danger of dying from waves invisible to the human eye. Our body itself is an electromagnetic device. It has a natural frequency of vibration of internal organs. When an external influence is carried out on it, then with the similarity of EM oscillations, harmful interference and resonance enhancement of endogenous biological activity occur, and because of this, a functional disorder of the internal organs occurs, leading to pathology and destruction of the body. As studies in this area show, the most sensitive in this regard were the human nervous system, immune, endocrine, and reproductive. Therefore, turning to common sense, and understanding what is happening, we should demand from the authorities to dismantle all these iron monsters far away from our places of residence, although this is extremely difficult. And this is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.